political sides led by Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli and NCP Chairman Pushpa Kamal Dahal have been in direct confrontation for long now. Premier Oli has urged the Election Commission to kick off election activities without further delay, while the Dahal faction is seeking international support in the fight against the current government. However, as leaders indulge in a war against each other, crucial national agendas of the pandemic, development works and the reeling economy have been sadly neglected. Good morning, I am Bipashna Tamang and these are the headlines of the hour. Premier Oli urges the Election Commission to expedite works for upcoming elections. The Commission hints the issue of legitimacy of the ruling NCP will take time to settle. NCP Chairman Pushpa Kamal Dahal seeks support from the international community in his faction's campaign against the government move to dissolve the lower house. The U.S. Senate says the impeachment trial of former President Donald Trump is constitutional, paving way for full proceedings to begin. And 13-time champions Juventus storm into the finals of the Coppa Italia. Juventus clinched the semi-final with a 2-1 aggregate victory. Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli has urged the Election Commission to begin preparations for the upcoming midterm elections. The Premier reached the office of the Election Commission yesterday afternoon along with Finance Minister Bishnu Paudel and NCP Standing Committee member Subhash Nembang and urged the Commission to expedite its election-related activities. The Premier also assured that the Commission has full support from the government. Even as the government had announced of the midterm election in the aftermath of the dissolution of the House of Representatives some 2 months ago, the Commission is yet to kick off the election process. A meeting of the Council of Ministers held on Monday had decided to hold elections in 40 districts on 30th of April and in remaining 37 districts on 10th of May this year. Meanwhile, the Election Commission has hinted that the issue of legitimacy of the ruling Nepal Communist Party might take longer to settle. The Commission on Friday had assigned Election Commissioner Ram Prasad Bhandari to carry out a detailed study on the dispute and furnish a report within 3 days. Commissioner Bhandari, however, sought for more time. According to sources, Bhandari wants to submit the report following a dialogue with experts and a meeting with the Commission officials. Analysts say the scenario is likely to push the decision of NCP's legitimacy issue by at least 1 more week. The dispute has also delayed the publication of the election schedule. Chairman of the ruling Nepal Communist Party, Pushpa Kamal Dahal, has sought for support from the international community in his faction's campaign against the dissolution of the House of Representatives. Speaking to representatives of the international media in the capital, Dahal called for support from the international community, saying that they have been fighting for democracy.
कुरा भइरहेको छ र हामीले सार्वजनिक अपिल पनि गरेका छौं अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय समुदायलाई। नेपालमा लोकतन्त्रको हत्या भइरहेको छ। लोकतन्त्रका पक्षमा हुने सबैको समर्थन हामीलाई चाहियो, नेपाली जनतालाई चाहियो भन्ने कुरा हामीले औपचारिक अपिल पनि गरेका छौं। अलग-अलग भेटेर हामीले कुरा पनि गरेका छौं।
Dahal further said it would be unconstitutional if the Supreme Court upheld the government decision to dissolve the House of Representatives and that his faction would not tolerate such a verdict.
असंवैधानिक र अलोकतान्त्रिक ढंगले संविधान मिचिसकेपछि त्यसको मातहतमा आयोजना हुने निर्वाचन पनि असंवैधानिक र अवैधानिक नै हुन्छ। के उहाँहरूले सर्वोच्च अदालत र निर्वाचन आयोगलाई आफ्नो जे भन्यो त्यही मान्ने मान्छे ठान्नु भएको छ? यदि प्रधानमन्त्रीले त्यस्तो ठान्नु भएको छ भने त्यो निकै ठुलो भ्रम हो भन्ने हाम्रो भनाइ छ।
Dahal also called the upcoming elections unconstitutional, however, clarified that his faction was not against the elections. In our Public Voice segment, we had asked local residents in Salyan why is child marriage prevalent despite the minimum legal age of marriage being 20 years. Before we go for a short break, let's take a look at what they had to say.
Public Voice.
बालविवाह त मुख्यतः गरिबीको कारण नै देखिन्छ र गरिबीलाई न्यूनीकरण गर्न सक्यो भने चाहिँ केही हदसम्म बालविवाह पनि न्यूनीकरण हुन्छ।
कानुनलाई कडा रूपमा लागू गर्न सकियो भने यहाँ चाहिँ बालविवाह र बहुविवाह दुवैको अन्त्य हुनेछ।
बालविवाह नरोकिनुको कारण मुख्य चाहिँ परिवारमा चाहिँ प्रजनन सम्बन्धी चाहिँ छलफल नहुनु,
गरिबी, अशिक्षा र जनचेतनाको कमीले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ अब रोकिन सकिरहेको छैन।
Time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
And here's the question: what's your take on the government's decision to reduce development budget by 20%? The options are option A, neglecting development; option B, incapable government mechanism; and option C, no motivation. The voting is on. Type any WS. Select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. And that's all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Have a great day ahead.